AI overwhelm, AI anxiety, I think it's here. It's crept up on us. I'm just thinking out loud. As a creator, one of the things that we're always looking to do is improve efficiency, get better results, more views, more subscribers, more people looking at our content. And one of the ways that we can do that is beginning to incorporate AI into our overall workflows. I know that I have. But in a recent video where I talked about AI, that video went crazy. Most of the videos on this channel over the last month since this channel has been created tend to get around 10 to 15 views. That particular video has now over 700 views because I'm talking about AI and some of the things that we need to consider when actually using it. If you are getting overwhelmed by AI, I want you to take a step back and let me help you get through it. As someone that is using some AI tools, one of the things that I quickly established was the fact to not try to look and research every AI tool that's out there. By doing that, it would take me away from my actual business of creating content. I still need to show up in some form or fashion. I still need to come up with the ideas. Now, whether I use a tool to help assist in that, that is where AI comes into play. I used to be one of those people that would go down the rabbit hole of every system and tool, seeing what's the latest and greatest, how it was better than the tool I was currently using, and figure out a way to make myself buy that specific tool. Now, the way that AI software is hitting the market, it is a flood. You don't need every single tool to get your job done. You don't need every single tool to be successful. And quite frankly, people have been getting successful, going viral, doing all the great stuff that you want to accomplish before AI tools hit the market. So, to prevent overwhelm, to prevent anxiety around it, I want you to take a step back and look at what can AI help you do more effectively. Maybe it's generating ideas. Maybe you find yourself constantly in that rut where you just don't know what to talk about. You just don't know what to record, or maybe you just don't know the framework of how to actually deliver that content. One of the aspects that I've been studying around content creation and creating videos that actually get more visibility is studying frameworks. And by using AI, I'm able to put my ideas into a tool like a chat GPT and have it take that information and give me back a framework for an outline of a video. In the past, I've just been spewing out videos really off the top of my head, but I've never had that systematic framework so that people see my content and I'm consistent in the framework. The delivery is more consistent. And that's something that I want to improve as a creator. And using an AI tool, not multiple AI tools, allows me to do that. Now, I will say there are some tools out there that are better than others that I've even looked into myself, but I haven't quite pulled the trigger on it yet. One of the things I want to do on this channel is do more reviews of certain tools that I think are going to help the creators at more of a mass level, those of us that are influencing in the marketplace. But I don't want this to turn into a review channel. I just really want it to be something that helps you as a creator actually get results. There's no sense in watching a 20-minute video about a software that you would never use or that really wouldn't work for you. There is a that you have to go through some reviews to find out what is ultimately going to be the best because I don't know you personally. Now, if you do want to connect, I do have a community. More information will be coming about that in the future videos. So I would impress upon you to actually stay connected and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification if you want to be one of the first people inside of that community where we just really are there to support creators as a whole. Let's get back into this anxiety, this overwhelm around AI. You need to step now into leaning into what you do really, really well. If you do a certain thing really well, don't lose that. Don't lose the authenticity of you. Now, some would go a different route, but I'm not really focused on that individual. I'm focused on the one that really has to show up in some capacity. You're not necessarily trying to build out an AI infrastructure and completely remove yourself from it. That's not the person that I create this channel for. I want to talk to you. the person that is still trying to either figure it out or you finally got to a place, but you know you need to make some tweaks. And especially if you're not monetizing yet. Now, if you want to be able to monetize AI or monetize the fact that you're using AI, I do want you to get comfortable with at least one to two different AI tools. And when you start to see AI pop up on your timeline for the next thing that you can use, just put it off to the side. I use a notebook on a regular basis where I'm constantly writing down my thoughts, my ideas, things that just come to my head. But what I learned is by using a notebook to write those things down, it keeps them separate from me actually thinking about, I need to do this right now. I even have tabs open on both of my computer here in the office and my laptop, of different websites, of different funnels I like, of different web pages that have different offerings. But if I leave those tabs open, I will probably press the buy now button. So the benefit for having a notebook is just putting all these websites in that, ideas in that, and I can get to it when it makes sense to actually get to it. As a creator, as someone that's influencing the market around tech, I need to actually create content, and that's where my focus needs to be. So if you align your focus where it actually needs to go, you won't get overwhelmed by all the different distractions that are out there, and there are a lot of them. Start by taking off some of these apps off your phone. That way, you won't see the latest and greatest AI tool that's out there. You won't be distracted about how it can increase your productivity 100 times when it's going to probably take you 100 hours actually to learn the software. I highly recommend working with people that are already in the space of AI and having them actually just take a look at what you're doing to see where it makes sense for you to use AI in your workflow. I'm a big advocate for workflow, and AI tools can definitely help us do that if they're implemented in your personal workflow correctly. I'm just thinking out loud.